since I did one of these videos, and as you know, I really love movies and I wanted to do another favorite movie list. I mentioned it in a couple of other videos already that one of my favorite genres is found footage. If the found footage is made well, it can be so good. Obviously, most or maybe even all of the movies are horror movies because this genre only really makes sense in horror movies. There are a couple exceptions, and I got also a couple honorable mentions, but in general, it's horror movies. And I picked out 20 because, believe it or not, there aren't even that many found footage movies I saw. So yeah, even though it's one of my favorite genre, but I have to admit there are so many bad ones also, so many bad ones. So I had to pick out the ones I genuinely enjoyed. So yeah, let's stop the talking or stop the yapping and start with the movie talking. So first of all, I'm gonna show you all the movies and then we rank them. I have my list here as always, and sadly, of course, a couple of movies I will already have talked. How do you say it? I did already talk about in other videos. So sorry if there are any double movies, but sometimes movies fit into genres. So the first one I'm talking about is called Apollo 18. Look, I just say spoilers now because maybe I could potentially slip up some major spoiler, but the basic story is it's definitely horror. And it's about two astronauts who travel to the moon. The entire movie is shot like in found footage, like it's from a video camera. And let's say like this, they land on the moon and everything there is just creepy and a lot of weird stuff happening. The movie definitely has flaws. If I had to rate it, I'd give it probably a 6 out of 10 because I had fun with it, but some parts are very goofy or yeah, maybe just lacking logic, but still, Apollo 18, great movie, great movie. Was a lot of fun. Next movie is called, this one's actually very good, it's called The Visit. It's about two children that visit their grandparents, and let's just say the grandparents are fucked up. They are completely fucked up. And then you also see a lot of this found footage style of film, and you got to see how the weekend for the kids plays out with their fucked up grandparents. This one is great, very good movie. You gotta watch this. It's so funny. I literally laughed loud at some of the scenes. Next movie is one I sadly showed you already. District 9. Great movie. So far, definitely the best one from all of these three. This one is so good. Again, for the people that might have not seen the other videos, it's basically the story is this: aliens landed on Earth and they can't, like their spaceship broke down, they can't leave anymore, and this has been going on for years to the point that an actual society built killed, like they integrated into the human lifestyle, but they are still treated as outsiders. And the story is basically about some government official guy who goes through these alien refugee camps, you could almost call them. Yeah, it's I don't want to tell too much, but this movie is so good, and the found footage is very great. It's not goofy at all. Very good. Okay, next movie. This one. I'd be surprised if any of you have seen this guy, but it's massively underrated. The movie is called Troll Hunter, and the title basically describes the movie. So it's a fictional world, and in this fictional world there are these giant beings which they call trolls. And just like, for example, in real life there are storm hunters. They actively chase the storms to analyze them and research to learn more about the storms. And basically the movie is about exactly this type of people, but instead of storms they chase these trolls. But guys, though, this isn't a trash movie, or maybe it looks like this and sounds, but this one is actually very good. And in fact, I'm gonna watch this probably these days. This one is so good. I forgot about it, and I refound it because I was making this list. And I'm gonna show you later the movie that actually made me do this list right now. But yeah. Next movie, sadly, I showed you this also already. The movie is called Project Almanac. It's about a couple of teenagers that you get to see there. Like everything is filmed by a camera. It's very classic found footage. You get these shaky moments, and it's a couple of teenagers. They are like engineers and very smart, and let's say they accidentally build a time machine. And that's all I'm gonna say, because otherwise I'm gonna spoil it too much. But it's very, like, the found footage just makes sense in the context. And I love these films that start out with something crazy and it's super cool at the beginning and they have fun with it, and then shit's going down. I just love this type of movie, and this is one of them. Okay, next movie. I said it already, and I say it. Wait. And I will say it again. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, did I miss that? Oh yeah, there it is. Paranormal Activity. By the way, I wrote it correctly, but it just didn't show up, whatever. So Paranormal Activity, guys, I don't care the bad reviews this movie had. Back then, when this was released, everyone loved it. You can't tell me. Everyone was speaking about this movie. Everyone loved it. Of course, now that we got flooded with movies like this, it starts to get boring, or maybe it doesn't shock you anymore. But this was really, basically, they created this genre with this movie, and I think it was very creepy. I know a lot of people, they want to see monsters and shit like this, and I'm not at all. Usually, to me, monsters make the movie shittier. except if the monster is actually scary. For example, The Grudge is a very good example. Like this weird ghost is so creepy, but there are other movies where I saw recently the movie with the dog. There's a horror movie called Good Boy about a dog, basically a horror movie out from the perspective of a dog. Sounded very interesting, but complete garbage. I absolutely hated that movie. And there also was like a monster, and I just kept laughing at it. So I enjoy stuff like Paranormal Activity because it just doesn't show everything. And the reason why the later ones were worse and worse is because they in fact start to show some weird people and stuff like that. And I like the mystery. That's what I like most. So Paranormal Activity, definitely genre defying and amazing movie. Next movie is called, you might know that it's called Grave Encounters. It's about a couple of, there are these ghost hunters. That's actually something people do IRL. I didn't even know that, but IRL means in real life for the non-gamers. So it's about a couple of ghost hunters, ghostbusters type of people with camera equipment and everything, and they are looking for ghosts. And I can say this much, they also find them. And yeah, this is pretty creepy. Very good movie, easy movie, very easy movie. You can just put it on at any occasion, maybe even at a date. You just want to see a chill movie. This one is very good for that, but it's like a 6 out of 10 again. Okay, now we get to a very interesting one. It's called the Poughkeepsie Tapes. This one is freaky as fuck. Genuinely fucked up at like extremely, I don't know, grotesque. I can't even explain this movie. You have to watch it yourself. It's such a unique movie. Again, I wouldn't say this is the best. There were very goofy aspects to it too, but overall it was very, very good. Super, super creepy, like in a very disturbing way. This one's special, guys. You should definitely check it out. I guess it's also one of those movies, after like 20-30 minutes you will know if it's something for you or not, but I personally enjoyed it. Maybe a short summary. It's basically, it's kind of like VHS. It's about videotapes, different videotapes of murders basically, but very disturbing and very good movie. Check it out, and if you did already, tell me how you liked it. Okay, next movie. This is the first non-horror movie, even though Project Almanac isn't really horror either. No, not at all, to be honest, not at all. So yeah, but this one is also, it's called End of Watch. This movie is underrated as hell. So good, so good. It's about two cops, basically more or less from film from their body cams, and that's why it's considered found footage. Even though maybe you should say camera footage, because found footage, the original name of that genre is that, someone finds a random tape and he found footage, amateur camera way, you know. And yeah, End of Watch is definitely like this. It's mainly filmed from their body cams and super interesting, dramatic, sad, action packed, very, very good, very, very good. Next movie I also talked about already, but finally I can put it in the genre it actually belongs to. Wait a second. No, I don't know, sometimes I have to type it in twice. And yeah, it's Cloverfield. Guys, this is one of the best found footage movies ever. If you like mysterious sci-fi Godzilla like stuff combined with found footage, this movie is amazing. Don't wanna spoiler too much. It's yeah, the description I gave you is already perfect. If you like Godzilla movies like that, if you like found footage, then this is the perfect combination of. I'm not saying Godzilla is in this. It's just to give you a hint what you should like if you want to enjoy this movie too. Yeah, very, very good. Very, very, very good. A bit too dark, but like a lot of the scenes are very dark, but it makes sense, at least in this movie, because it's not filmed by a pro camera. You know, I hate when movies keep showing you scenes in the dark because they are just too lazy with the CGI, or you know, it's way harder to make something gory or scary or also CGI stuff when it's bright instead of when it's dark, because in the darkness you can hide a lot of stuff. So yeah, but still very, very good movie. This one you have to watch. This is amazing. But all of the ones I'm showing you should watch, because as I said, I took the 20 which I genuinely enjoyed. There are others that are okay, but whatever. Next movie. Oh, I also showed this in the Mindfuck series. It's called Chronicle. It's about three boys. One of them films everything, and they find like a secret cave, and inside this cave there is something supernatural, and once they touch it, they, to yeah, simplified, they get like superpowers. But I don't want to say what kind of and how the movie plays out, but that's how the movie starts. Three kids, found footage style, go into this cave. There's something supernatural, they touch it and suddenly they get superpowers, and then the movie is all about this, how they figure out what the power is, what are they doing with it and stuff. It's, in a way, it has similarities to Project Almanac, because it starts the same. It literally starts similar, not in the story, but in the fact that something that at first seems positive happens and they are having fun with it and everything, but then shit's going down more and more and everything goes wrong. And yeah, Chronicle is super, super good movie. Oh my god, I would put this at second for now. Even though District 9 is, yeah, no, District 9 is just so well made. Next one, sadly, I also already showed you As Above, So Below. It's about a couple of, I don't know, teenagers or young adults. They are explorers, they like caves local from Paris that he can show them the catacombs, and I talked about this. I remember because in that video I never knew how you say catacombs, and I still didn't Google it, and maybe I'm still saying it wrong, but catacombs, catacombs, I don't know, one of this. So you all know about this Paris. Under Paris there are these catacombs. This time I tried with catacombs, and yeah, they go inside, and then, as you can tell probably already, they go in further and further until the point where they are lost, and then it gets extremely creepy and freaky and weird. So very, very interesting movie. This one is very interesting, and when I did my research, I'm talking about when I looked for some movies, this movie was mentioned in every single list of best found footage movies. Very, very good. 6 or 7 out of 10. And there's another movie that just came to my mind, which I didn't add here because only a few parts of that movie, I'm gonna tell you soon, are actual found footage. The rest is shot like a normal movie. That's why I didn't choose it. But The Descent, you gotta watch that movie. It's about a group of cave explorer women, and they go in this cave, and again they get kind of lost or something happens and they are trapped, and they have to go in deeper and deeper, and inside of that cave there are some beings, and they are very creepy. That's all I'm gonna say. The Descent, like, look, I'm gonna show you just so you know. That's how it looks like, The Descent. I'm gonna remove it from the list again because I already chose 20, but this isn't found footage. Not the entire movie is found footage, but it's still amazing. Like, if this would be on the list, this could easily be maybe top 3. That's how good it is. But yeah, we remove it for this video. Okay, next one. Sadly, I also talked about this one already. I don't even know in which category I... Wait, again, it doesn't show what... What the fuck? I don't get it, guys. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I had this problem last time. Fuck. Oh, that pissed me off right now. Oh, I found it. Oh my god. There ain't no way. So the movie I'm talking about is Wreck. Guys, the fucking parenthesis was the reason it didn't find. I have to put the parenthesis. It's actually disgusting, but whatever. Wreck, amazing. Ah, yeah, I remember. I put it in the zombie movie list. Yeah, so a camera team, TV team, is filming a couple of firefighters doing their work, their job, their normal routine, and they get called to a house where some weird stuff is happening, and yeah, they are inside, and suddenly the entire house gets quarantined, and it turns out there's some illness, some virus in this house that turns people into zombie-like freaks, and it's all recorded from the point of view of the camera team. very well made, very creepy. I also like the oh my god, in the dark shots. How do you say this in English? Not infrared. You know, some cameras like night vision. Maybe night vision is very well usage of night vision. Amazing, super scary, very good movie. The second one is also very good, but that's where it stops. After that, trash. Okay, and now comes a movie which I actually watched today and which made me make this list because I remembered, hey, wait, you wanted to do a found footage list. So the movie I'm talking about is Host. Now, let me explain a bit. This movie is only 50 minutes, which I found very refreshing because if this movie would have been too long, I think it would have gotten stale and boring. But it was only 50 minutes, so nothing was too dragged out, and yeah, stuff just kept happening. And the premise of this movie is it was made in the Corona time, and there's a couple of girls, they have a Zoom meeting, like a Zoom call with each other, and one of them, just as a fun activity for the night, one hired, or yeah, let's say hired a woman that claims to be able to contact the supernatural, you know, or ghosts, or make a seance, that's how they call it. And yeah, so they call this ghost or whatever entity over the Zoom call, and then of course at the beginning everyone's laughing about it, and yeah, bullshit, and then suddenly stuff is happening. And let me tell you, I was genuinely surprised about this movie because it looked like it could be complete garbage, but this was decent watch, was fun to watch. It reminded me at another movie, of another movie that's not at. It reminded me of another movie called Unfriended. This one was also good, but not good enough to get on this list, so I like this Host one way better. The other movie is called Unfriended, and the story is basically about like a loser girl that only had one friend. That not even friend, there was only one girl that was nice to her, and they were friends in Facebook and everything. And once they were friends on Facebook, all the other kids on the school started bullying the other woman too, who just befriended the lonely girl because of pity, or I don't know, you know, she felt bad for her. And after she started get bullied too, she unfriended her again. And then the emo girl, let's call her like that, she killed herself, and now she's due on the grudge. Now there's like a curse on them, and it's also a lot of online stuff. You definitely can watch Unfriended too. It's very good, but Unfriended, I would give it like a 5 out of 10, and this Host maybe 6.5, 7 out of 10. This was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch. The reason I'm cutting 2 points is 3 points, sorry, is 2 points go because they show at one point some stupid monster shit which annoyed the fuck out of me, because that's exactly what I mentioned earlier. It was such a goofy and stupid looking character, and they should have just kept it like this Paranormal Activity style, not a lot. There was still stuff happening, like furniture moving around, they get dragged around. It kind of had some Paranormal Activity elements, but in some scenes it was way gorier than Paranormal awful spoiler now, skip 10 seconds. There was one scene in this Host movie where one of the girls gets slammed like 30 times into the table by that ghost, and at the end she's like completely fucked up, her face is smashed. So this was like a gorier version and shorter version of Paranormal. Genuinely surprised about this movie. Yeah. Next one, sadly, I also showed you. But that just shows that these movies are good, you know. And the only thing I hate about this site is you have to type in every single word for it to find. Yeah, the movie is called Late Night with the Devil. I introduced this in another video. It's basically the movie is like a TV show. I'm not sure anymore. I think 70s or 80s style TV show. You know, back then when they were extremely unhinged, and again they invite a medium and she's gonna live summon a ghost on television, blah blah blah. And of course at the beginning the host and everyone, yeah, they're like semi taking it serious and maybe joking about it. But then shit's going down more and more. I actually want to watch this soon again, even though I just watched it a couple months ago. But I really, really like this one. Amazing. I can't even 100% tell you why I like this so much, but it was so unique and so good. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you heard that clicking sound, this fucking garbage Teufel sound system. Never buy Teufel sound system. I think it's a German brand, so most of you should not worry. But this shit is the biggest overpriced garbage shit. Turns off by itself if there's no signal for 15 minutes. Fuck off, man. Anyway, next movie. This probably will be on first place here. Sinister. This is to me the scariest horror movie I've ever seen. And now listen. Scariness can have different measurements. It can be, is it a scary monster? Is it scary like Paranormal Activities? Is it scary like, I don't know, Scream? Is it scary like Hostel? You know, there's gore scary, there's psychological scary, there's paranormal scary, there's sci-fi scary. There are different versions of this, and this one is just, it feels so real. That's the only way I can describe it. It feels so fucking real. And this is the only movie I won't tell you anything about, because if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it now. This one legit gave me goosebumps, but I can't even tell you. It's not, you know, it's not it's not a jump scare kind of scared. Like, it genuinely felt so real and uncomfortable that it creeped me out. I wasn't scared like, you know, jump scares, they shock you for 2 seconds and then you're like, okay, but this movie just, in German you say, mir lief ein Schaudern über den Rücken. A whole sentence for one word. And it means like, basically a chill went over your entire body. That would be approximately the translation. And that this movie kept giving me this feeling. Super creepy, super well made. But one thing I have to admit, it's not full found footage. So some parts of the movie are normally filmed like a normal movie. Okay, Sinister. Next one, next one is called Devil's Pass. Where is it? The fuck is this? I bet it's some bullshit again, like I'm missing a comma or something. Oh my god, I hate this shit. Okay guys, 1 second, short break, so I can look for the movie. Okay guys, no clue what the problem is with this site. It doesn't find the movie I'm talking about, but it finds another movie that's also called, it's called The Devil's Pass, but the movie I'm talking about is only Devil's Pass without the. But I will choose this one so you at least can see the name, but that the cover, that's not the actual movie. Now, Devil's Pass. It's about one of the craziest mysteries of this planet, the Dyatlov Pass incident. One of the creepiest things I've ever heard in my life, especially because it's real. And this movie kind of tries to make a movie about what could have happened back then. It's very fun, a fun watch. It's interesting. They actually try to, some of the things people reported seeing at that day, they try to implement in the movie and find an explanation for it and stuff like that, you know. But I still would only give it a 5 or 6 out of 10 because at the end or later in the movie, again it starts with some weird monster stuff, and I just hate it because that's nothing that would happen in real life, you know. And since this is actually a true story or based on a true story, I think it destroyed the potential the movie had because no one thinks there were fucking monsters or shit like that, you know. So I would have liked it more if they kept it in this, again, Paranormal Activity style. No monsters, just keep us guessing all the time, you know. But whatever, Devil's Pass. Next movie called Deadstream. Guys, this movie was so refreshing. I loved this so much. I went in with zero expectations and it was so fun. It's such a fun watch. This is perfect if you want to chill with your friends, get high together and just watch a fun horror, unique kind of movie. It's basically about some brain dead influencer guy, you know. He's exactly how you imagine these people that go do IRL streams and stuff, you know. They have zero respect for anything and cannot grasp danger at all. And this guy basically goes into a haunted house, has like 50 GoPros on himself from every angle, and yeah, he films his journey into this house. And at the beginning, he's laughing about all the shit that's happening, and then it gets more and more serious. And this movie is such a fun watch. Definitely will go higher on the list, but for now, I'll just show it. Next movie is someone I also showed you, and you already know how much I love it. VHS. The entire VHS series. There were a new one just got released. VHS Halloween. Definitely one of the better ones. There were like this one. I would say it's the third best of the series. The one before that, 84, was even better, and this one is the best. logic or not, or blah blah blah. Just have fun with it, and it's amazing. For example, this VHS Halloween. So maybe for the people who don't know, this is a bit like Poughkeepsie tapes. It's just a couple of videotapes with creepy stuff, and it's portrayed in a way like this actually happened real life and someone filmed it and people found it, the original found footage. That's why this is also basically the perfect example for this genre. And it's like the movie is several shorter clips, and this VHS Halloween, one of these short films, was so good, man. I wish this would have been an entire movie. Short spoiler alert for the ones who haven't seen it. Now will come something for the people who've seen it already. So 3, 2, 1, spoiler alert. Guys, the clip with the eye-eating monster, that was so good. No, the story with the phone in the middle of the room, and that was such a good clip. I wish this would have been an entire movie. Like, this was actually probably top 3 of all the VHS mini clips. Super good. So definitely watch VHS 1, VHS Halloween. This is such a fun movie. And VHS 84, that's the 3 I like best. But every movie there's fun elements in every. I think by now there's like 7 or 8 installments of this franchise. Anyway, so last but not least, one of my personal favorites, and the first found footage movie I've ever seen, which made me fall in love with this genre instantly, The Blair Witch Project. This is a movie people keep arguing about. Some hate it, some love it, some say it's zero scary, sometimes say it's very scary. I think this was super scary, and again, it's the same as Sinister. I just feel like they really captured that feeling of holy fucking shit, what the fuck is happening? No jump scare monster bullshit, just pure psychological horror. And if you are like me, that you can really put yourself in the position of others, or empathize with them, movies like these can have such an impact on you, and it creeped me out. Like this one, I will never forget this movie, never ever. Okay, of course I was a child back then, but that's also a reason. But oh my god, this movie was so crazy. And usually the people who don't like this movie, they always say nothing is happening in the movie, because they probably expect some alien to pop out or something. But to me, this is way scarier without an alien or whatever. Super good movie, instantly goes to second spot clearly to me. So let's start with the ranking. Last place, I can already tell you, will be Devil's Pass, because while this is a good movie or a fun movie, it botches the entire real life story about this incident, and that's what I absolutely dislike about this movie. So it goes down a lot. Oh my god, the ranking on this is super hard. They are all so good. Jesus Christ. The VHS has to go up. Rec is super legendary. Oh, this one, I loved Almanac so much. I just love this movie. I can't even tell you why, exactly why, but VHS, as I said, it's just perfect for found footage. It's the prime example for an amazing found footage movie. Here we see Cloverfield. You know, if I put host, guys, you should watch this movie because I'm curious on what you guys think about this, or girls. Sorry again, sorry that I keep saying guys, but I think it's in English it's expression, right? When I say guys, I don't automatically only mean male people, right? Or correct me if I'm wrong, but I say guys more in a way like people, you know. But yeah, guys and girls, if you watch this, tell me how you liked it. I will put it, it's more down solely for the reason that all the others are just better. Paranormal Activity back then, it's just so crazy how good it was back then. But this one is also creepy as hell. End of Watch is just good. Trollhunter is also amazing. I'm trying to think about this movie, how it was back then. Nowadays, this movie wouldn't have the same impact, but back then, I think this was so creepy. Let's put it here. I almost feel like this could be the Chronicle was very good. I forgot about this one. Yeah, even better than this. Chronicle is super underrated. Chronicle, it's funny that these are next to each other because in a way they are very similar, but then again they are completely different. So I would put Chronicle even here. Maybe I kinda like the list how it is right now. The problem with these two is it's been very long since I've seen these two. I remember this was also so fun. Let's put it maybe one up. Guys, I think this is gonna be my final list. This is gonna be my rating. Like Sinister, this is almost like close the video right now and watch this movie. It's so good. It's so creepy and so good. Blair Witch VHS Rec. Yeah, the rating feels good like that, so that would be my final list, guys. Tell me in the comments if you agree. Did I forget any movie? By the way, I noted two honorable mentions also, which are both more fun movies, not horror. One is Borat and the other one is Project X. Both of them are also kind of this found footage style, but I felt like they don't fit the genre enough to put them on the list. But Borat, legendary as hell. Imagine this movie was released nowadays. This guy would get cancelled 5 million times. Super awesome, and Project X is just a classic. Yeah, so this is my final list, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I would appreciate if you like and subscribe. That would be so nice. And until next time, bye bye.